Oh, we gotta get this shit started.
Superhero movies are currently some of the most popular and successful in Hollywood. As a result, more and more of them are getting released each year. Because of that, actors are inevitably turning up in more than one of them and playing multiple characters. In some cases, you'll notice obvious similarities between the different characters a single actor has played, but the most interesting thing is seeing just how different some of them are. For example, one actor in this video has played both a disfigured Western bounty hunter and a monstrous alien warlord.
Okay.
Although this is by no means an exhaustive list, let's take a look at some of the best examples of this. Here are 10 amazing actors who show up in multiple superhero movies. Chris Evans. Having first appeared as a Marvel character in Fox's terrible Fantastic Four movies, you would think Chris Evans would have stayed away from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but his role as the Human Torch in 2005's Fantastic Four and 2007's Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer hasn't prevented him from making a success of his more recent role as Captain America. Evans has played the super soldier, also known as Steve Rogers, in no less than 7 movies to date, including cameos and credit scenes. The role started with 2011's Captain America: The First Avenger, and most recently has seen Evans star in this year's Captain America: Civil War. It should also be noted that he played computer hacker Jake Jensen in 2010's The Losers. Ben Affleck. There's no denying that Ben Affleck is a very talented actor, but back in 2003, his reputation took a really hard hit. Affleck played the title character Matt Murdock in Daredevil, and was almost universally panned for his portrayal of the superhero. In fact, 2003 was the year he won the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actor for his performances, which also included roles in Geely and Paycheck. More recently, however, he portrayed the iconic Dark Knight, Batman, in 2016's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. His initial casting was met with anger, but his eventual performance won over the fans pretty empathetically, and lots of people are looking forward to seeing him in the role again in the future. Idris Elba. Multi-talented British actor, musician, and DJ, Idris Elba is best known for his performance in TV shows like The Wire and Luther, but he's also appeared in multiple superhero movies. Idris has portrayed the all-seeing Asgardian Heimdall in 3 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies to date: 2011's Thor, 2013's Thor: The Dark World, and 2015's Avengers: Age of Ultron. But he also played a French priest by the name of Moreau in 2013's Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, as well as the explosives expert Roque in 2010's The Losers, which isn't really a superhero movie but is based on Vertigo Comics title. Josh Brolin. Goonies star Josh Brolin has starred as 2 very different comic book movie characters in 2 very different movie franchises, and the first is a role he probably regrets. He played the title character in 2010's Jonah Hex, a movie in which even a stellar cast couldn't prevent it from being awful. More recently, he portrayed the big bad Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. To date, he has appeared in 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy and in the mid-credits scene of 2015's Avengers: Age of Ultron. He'll have a more prominent part to play as the Mad Titan in future movies, and we can't wait to see that. Tommy Lee Jones. Veteran actor Tommy Lee Jones is another star who has played both good guys and bad guys in superhero movies. First, he portrayed the iconic Batman villain known as Two-Face in 1995's Batman Forever, a movie in which the villains were the only characters worth talking about. More recently, he played Colonel Chester Phillips, Steve Rogers' commanding officer, in 2011's Captain America: The First Avenger. He also famously played Agent K in 3 Men in Black movies, a franchise that you might not know is actually based on a Marvel Comics property. J.K. Simmons. The incredibly talented Academy Award-winning actor J.K. Simmons brilliantly portrayed the Daily Bugle's editor-in-chief J. Jonah Jameson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. For his next role in a superhero movie, we're gonna have to look into the future. Simmons was recently cast as Commissioner Gordon in the DC Extended Movie Universe, and he'll debut as the character in 2017's Justice League Part 1. How exciting is that? James Marsden. James Marsden's most prominent role in a superhero franchise is that of Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. Cyclops is the field leader of the X-Men, and Marsden has played the character in 4 movies, those being X-Men, X2 X-Men United, X-Men The Last Stand, and 2014's X-Men Days of Future Past. Marsden also played Richard White, the nephew of the Daily Planet's editor-in-chief Perry White and fiancé to Lois Lane, in 2005's Superman Returns. Halle Berry. Academy Award-winning actress Halle Berry has played Aurora Monroe, the weather-controlling mutant also known as Storm, in 4 X-Men movies to date. They happen to be the same 4 movies as the aforementioned James Marsden, and like Marsden, it doesn't look like she'll be reprising the role anytime soon. Berry also has the unwanted distinction of playing the lead in arguably the worst superhero movie ever made, 2004's Catwoman. The movie was a complete train wreck, and Berry's Patience Phillips was a truly awful and unfaithful adaptation of a classic comic book character. Jim Carrey. The hilarious and multi-talented Jim Carrey has actually played characters in no less than 3 different superhero franchises. Starting with 1994's The Mask, Carrey portrayed the title character, also known as Stanley Ipkiss, in a year that really propelled him into superstardom. A year later, he starred alongside the aforementioned Tommy Lee Jones in Batman Forever. Like Jones, Carrey also played a villain, the Riddler in his case, and he did so to near perfection. Most recently, he played Colonel Stars and Stripes in 2013's Kick-Ass 2, a movie he famously and controversially retracted support for due to the level of violence it depicted in the wake of the tragic Sandy Hook shootings. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has become fairly prolific in the world of superhero movies, having appeared as 3, or you could even say 4, different characters in 4 very different movies. First of all, he played the cocky vampire hunter Hannibal King in 2004's Blade Trinity. Then he played the cocky mercenary Wade Wilson in 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. Then he played the cocky pilot Hal Jordan in 2011's Green Lantern. And finally, he played a different version of the cocky mercenary Wade Wilson in 2016's Deadpool. Are you noticing a trend here?
I'm sorry, did I disappoint you?
Thanks for watching our list of 10 amazing actors who show up in multiple superhero movies. Did you know about all of these? Did we leave any major examples out? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this one.